What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, it is the 5th of May today. We're sitting here at about 16.2 cents now. Up a little bit on the day, right? How much are we up today? 6%. That's not bad. Overall, we were probably up at 10% at some point from a open to a high point, 12.7%. That was a nice little move. Clearly, we've pulled back. I think this is more of an indication as nice as it is to be up today 6% in a sea of red. um, it's more of an indication that we have lower to go, right? The way that we topped off here, we do have in this day still 9 hours 41 minutes, which means that we have this 4 hour candle to go through and two more 4 hour candles to go through. Today might seem somewhat bullish, or maybe it seemed more bullish at the top, but once today closes and we're likely going to be at lower prices, if not even flipping this day red, what's that going to look like, right? It's going to look like all we did was back test prior resistance or prior support as resistance, which we did, and then rejected down, right? An immediate move down afterwards. That will likely imply that we see lower prices than this here. My expectation from a relative low to a relative high would be that we do see prices somewhere between about 14.6 cents to 13.9 cents, somewhere around there. If we're looking at this from an overall perspective of the low that we had on the 7th of April to the recent high that we had on the 1st of May, the 382 Fibonacci retracement is right there at about 13.8 cents, and I very much do believe this is where we're going to go inevitably, right down here. Very, very likely that we go there. It is possible that we could find support just above, and I wouldn't be surprised if we did. All my buy orders are actually above this line. They're all above 14 cents, so I'm buying preemptively, with the expectation, or not the expectation, but the acceptance that we could go lower. If we do go lower, if Cookie returns all the way back to 10 cents, 11 cents, 12 cents, whatever, I'm okay with that, right? I'll just buy more, or I'll just sit on my hands. It's okay. It's okay, and it's not ideal, but it's okay to buy relative highs. It's just not okay to buy those and then sell the lows. So here, I wouldn't necessarily be buying the relative high. I'd be buying at prior resistance here, prior resistance there, prior resistance here and here, prior support right there, and resistance right there. I feel like I'm buying at a good area right there at the 382. But if it's not the absolute low and we continue to go through, I'm not going to worry about it, right? This move from the circle and down all the way down here to the golden ratio, the potential lowest low that we could come up with. I mean, obviously it could go lower. You could always go lower, but this is what I would expect at the lowest to happen. This move here is not what I'm afraid of missing out on. I don't care. I'm going to get in. I'm getting in here because this is the move that I'm afraid of missing out on. You hear what I'm saying, right? Like this is small potatoes compared to what's coming here. Generally speaking, I mean, just looking at this here, once we do find support down at this area, which by the way will be the base of this range over here whenever we were consolidating, right? Base of this range here, right here, when we back tested after breaking out, that's whenever we went down. Whenever we backtest this range, I think that we will still be consolidating for quite some time, like we did here. I don't think it's going to be of a similar size. I just think it's going to be similar behavior, at least for a time. We're on a daily basis here, so my expectation is we go lower, and in the next couple of weeks we go higher. We might come all the way up to the top side of the range, 28 cents. What is that? 30 cents to 25 cents, somewhere in this area here. Find some resistance. We'll probably pull back, find some support, and I think that what we'll do is we'll break out after that, right? Going into the end of May, we'll start to break out higher. That's kind of the expectation. I don't think that, like here, from a low point to a high point, you had one opportunity to buy and sell, two opportunities to buy and sell, three opportunities to buy and sell, four opportunities to buy and sell. I don't think we're going to get that. I think it's going to be like here was one opportunity to sell and buy, one opportunity to sell and buy, and then we're breaking out and we're going higher. Maybe we see a little bit more consolidation than that, but I would expect that this area here is going to be lesser than this area here as far as consolidation goes. If we're looking at this on it, maybe it's more obvious on a 3 day time frame. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if we do go down right to that area of about 13.7 cents, 13.9 cents, somewhere around very near the low, it doesn't have to be right at it, but it can be just above it, just below it, whatever. We go around there, we do what I'm saying afterwards. We just consolidate for a little bit. You guys, we could be setting up for a inverse head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulder, right shoulder, and a head. My only problem with this pattern is that it's kind of a big head. It could be an inverse head and shoulders pattern. It could be, but the volume profile is also kind of off. If we're being fair, if we're being honest with that, but nonetheless, it might have that look, and that look could drive this thing up higher, right? We're just going to give it a conservative kind of look here. drive you back up to your all-time highs once you do break out of this. And not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I do expect that once we break out of this zone, once we get above like 25 cents, 30 cents, that area there, I would anticipate that not only are we on our way to our all-time high areas, but we're on our way to break through them, right? Yes. From now, 16.1 cents right now. We're going a little bit lower, just a little bit, not even as low as I drew there. But the upside move, you see what I'm saying? Whenever I'm not worried about it, man. We could go all the way down. Let's go even lower than I'm expecting. Let's go all the way down to this low and form a double bottom. It still doesn't compare to the upside move that's coming, right? So I'm not worried about the downside at all. That's why I'm buying. I've got my buy orders set up between about like 14.5 cents and 14 cents right there. When it does come time to going higher, the expectation would be that we don't in one fell swoop just crush this. I mean, if we do, that's great. I'm not expecting that, but if we do, that's great. I want to be very clear too. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I've been trading Cookie. We've been having a lot of success. It's been fun. It's been the trades that I've been posting on X. They've actually been pretty successful, and it's fun whenever they're successful, right? I have confidence that every single person, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not saying to follow me. I'm not saying that this is some kind of group or scheme that you have to attribute yourself to. I'm just saying if you've been following my plays on X, selling when I sell, buying when I buy, you've only been making money. You actually haven't taken a loss. At least yet. These are some famous last words. I'm probably going to have a bad trade at some point here, but the posts on X have been pretty accurate. And we've been so far, at least over the past couple of months, we've been 100%, which is awesome. We haven't nailed it perfectly. Sometimes I sell just before the high, sometimes I buy just before the low, but that's not the point. We're making money, right? That's the point, is making money, right? And I'm on this topic because I got distracted talking about how we're trading right now, and that's fun. But once we're above 30 cents, once we're above, probably even when we're above 25 cents, I'm not trading Cookie down anymore. I might sell one time above 25 cents if we're up at this area. I might. And we'll see. I'll let you guys know, of course, on X.com if I do. It'll only be the trading bag, though, right? My main bag will still be there, just like it is now. I haven't sold my main bag of Cookie, and that's because if I'm wrong, if I sell at any point and Cookie does just take off without me, I'm still making money, even if I'm wrong, right? So that's how you want to do it. Making money when you're right, making money when you're wrong. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. It matters if you're making money. That's the whole point, right? But what I'm trying to get at here, the very valuable thought perspective that I'm trying to get, this is actually a very valuable perspective here, especially for anybody who's got the itch to trade, like some people, like me, right? It's a degenerate field, this crypto game. The point that I'm trying to make is that if you're having fun trading now, my thoughts would be once we're above 25 cents, no more fun. I'm not trading at all. I don't care. Go all the way up to 63 cents, drop all the way back to 30 cents. I could have made a 50% or sold, missed out on a 50% drop, bought back in, double dipped. I could have done the whole thing. I don't care. Once we're above here, the reason why I don't care is that at that point in time, I don't know what the timeline is going to be like between there and this 7x move, between there and the 7x move from there, let alone from where we currently are, which would overall be about a 10x move, right? I don't know what the time frame is going to be like between there and $1.65 to $2.34. It could be by the end of June, early July, like I'm thinking, or maybe it happens faster. So I'm not going to be playing the game with this so much. I might here and there, if I see an obvious point, then I will. If I think it's obvious, then I will. But the game plan right now is, maybe the game plan for me, at least right now, is to buy back at about 14 cents, 14.5 cents there, right? Probably do one more sell between 23 and 30 cents, somewhere in that area. Probably buy back at about 19 cents, 20 cents, 17 cents, whatever in this area, and then just hold on for the ride. Just because I'm holding on for the ride, does that mean that it's going to be a straight shot up? Absolutely not. There will be moments to buy and sell all the way through as well. But I'm probably just going to hold on at that point. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, I expect a lot of good things to come from Cookie. Where we are right now, we're finding support at a key area of support. Finding support at a key area of support. I guess right now we're not finding support, to be completely fair, but with the aspirations that we have in mind to the downside, this area would be a key area of support from resistance standpoint, key area of support from a support standpoint, resistance standpoint, and a resistance standpoint here. It just makes a lot of sense that we'd go there. I'm curious to see if this is relative on any fibs. Right there at the 0.5 even. Right there at about 13 cents. Yeah, I mean, we could go well below 14 cents. We could even go below 13 cents, but I'm not worried about it, man. I'm going to be buying above 14 cents. That's all I know. I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I expect good things to come from Cookie, and we're just waiting. We're just waiting right now, letting those cookies bake, as somebody said on X.com. Yeah, well, that's what we're doing. We're just letting them bake right now, and then we will reap the rewards later. Okay, take care. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.